closed a deal already this morning, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat box. If you are still out there on the hunt, put a 2 in the chat box. Looks like we got a 50-50 split here. Some people are out there closing, still trying to find deals, and then we got some other people that are actually making it happen. That's awesome. Well, for those of you that have already found your gazelle today, congratulations. If you're enjoying that nice meal, good for you. If you want some more, hopefully you still have a hungry appetite, because we've got a really awesome webinar planned for you today. As you can see here on the screen, I've got a couple of friends of mine, Mario Brown and Brian Anderson. I've known both of these guys for a long time. I actually purchased a lot of stuff that they sold before I actually knew them. Mario and Brian both, were in the space a lot sooner than most. I think they probably kind of kicked things off, and at least in the local marketing space, and put out a whole bunch of quality products together as a team. They've come back together here for a really powerful product that I'm really excited about. And I'll tell you, just from experience, we're going to be talking about Facebook leads today and generating leads on Facebook. And I've had some really good experience with generating leads on Facebook. They have this new thing that they released. I'm not exactly sure how long it's been now. It's not been that long, but it's basically allowing you to collect the Facebook email, the phone number, and a lot of other information right from the Facebook user just by having them click a button. And that's pretty awesome, because anything you can do to make it easy for somebody to subscribe to give you the information that you want, the better. I mean, it makes your conversions a lot better, way better. But the one thing that I struggled with was the fact that I had to take those leads, export them, and then put them into my system. Well, if I got a lead, an hour ago, and it took me 2 hours or so to realize it, well, then it's 3 hours and the lead's already cooled down a lot. And for anybody that's ever worked any kind of internet leads or anything like that, that time is of the essence. If somebody says they want information now, not in an hour, not in 2 hours, not the next day. And I had experienced a little bit of a drop in conversions because of that. So this is a huge solution, what you're about to see, because with this, and also combining it with Hot Prospector, which we're in the process of doing an integration, you're going to have the capability of literally automating your entire front-end sales process. So that means you generate a lead, you can send out an email, a text message, and a voicemail to somebody who fills out a form. And you can get them really, really hot and excited and make them call you back. And anyways, I'm really excited about this. I'm really excited to, I hope I didn't spoil the surprise too much. I mean, look, bottom line, that we're getting ready to give you some great training. And at the end of this, there is going to be an offer, and it's going to be an offer for something that I know you're going to need. So if you're looking to generate leads on the cheap and you need lots of them, well, then you're in the right place. And you couldn't have, you can't learn from anybody any better than the guy who's about to do this training, because I know that he's one of those guys that's in the trenches. He, every single day, is putting ads out there and generating leads for himself and teaching his own students to do the same. So without too much further ado, I'd like to bring on the man himself, Mario Brown. Mario, are you there?
Hey, yeah, thank you so much for introduction. Let me know if you can hear me, Mark.
I can hear you, but you seem to have a little bit of an accent.
A little bit, just a little bit, man. You know that if some of you guys on the call watch Terminator 2, it might sound familiar.
Yeah, guys, this is Mario. Mario is not Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Not during the daytime. I'm not. No. Just wanted to thank you for the introduction. I mean, obviously, you know, like you said, we've been together in this game for a long time, helping marketers with tools, software solutions, and I'm really excited about this one because in the past, Mark, it was just so difficult to make Facebook work. Like actually
Yeah.
getting tangible return of investment style results for like local businesses with Facebook. Let's face it, it just didn't work out. So we got something today, you know, that's brand new from a technology from Facebook that I think you people are gonna love because it actually gets tangible results.
Yeah, definitely. I'm excited. I'm going to be here taking notes myself on, some ideas that I want to, implement with what you guys are doing, and we'll definitely come on towards the end again and give you guys some more tips on what I've come up with based off of what you're training as well.
Yeah, for sure. And just a quick check-in, guys. Could you give me a yes in the chat box if you can hear me loud and clear, and if you can see my slide? It should show Brian Anderson and myself. And let me know who you are and where you're located. You know, I love, you know, I want to keep this really engaging. It's going to be about 60 minutes. We might as well make it fun and, you know, chat with each other. So that way I'm not just, you know, it's not just one directional. I love to get feedback from the audience as well. So I see Monica is here, Chris is here, Sandra, Vanita, I hope I'm not butchering your name. Mark is here, Monica. Don't be shy, guys. Just let me know in the chat box really quick where you're located. And if you can see me and see my screen here and hear me, then, you know, it's really cool to know who I'm talking to. Hey, what's up, Hans? Hey, you got a German first name. Garrick, Jay, I see you. Monica, Rick. Hey, what's up, Rick? Thank you guys so much. And everyone else here on the call, you know, lots of people still joining. Please be engaged in this webinar. You know, that makes it a lot more fun for everyone, including myself. So by show of hands, just really, really quick, who here has tried Facebook advertising in the past, either for yourself or for a client? Give me a yes if you actually have tried Facebook for yourself, if you've considered it, and give me a no if you absolutely have not done any Facebook whatsoever. It could be Facebook ads or could be social media postings and things like that. And I see lots of yeses here. How did it go? I'm just curious. Did you get some great results from social media postings for your clients, for your agency, or more rather like, not really so great? Not very good, says Jay right here. Yep, that's kind of like my experience as well. Jamie says here, decent, you know, was okay. So says Sandra, exactly. I'm with you right there. And you know, a couple of people here saying it's not working out great, and I had the same experience. And usually I do this webinar with Brian together. He couldn't make the webinar, so you guys just have to work with me here, okay, and get used to my German accent here really quick. Yes, not so good, says Hans, and paper lead not so good for local, says Rob. Yeah, I had the same results, and this is something exciting right here. This is one of my particular client, Ray. He's in Australia, just to be straight up, guys. He's not in the US, he's in Australia. He ran some Facebook traffic using some of my strategies, and within 25 days, as you can see here on the screen, he signed up his first client, paying him $1,000 per month to do simple Facebook lead gen for that client. So, you know, and I want to show you how he did it and what we are doing right now with a brand new Facebook technology that they rolled out called Lead Ads, and how we use it specifically for local marketers and local consultants. So if you are right now on this call interested in generating leads and maybe selling leads in, you know, charging monthly to provide lead gen services and things like that, this is going to be a great 60 minutes for you guys. So is this cool? Is this fair enough that we spend about 60 minutes and I show you the software, I show you the dashboard, I show you how lead ads work, I really give you some good value? Give me a quick yes if that's cool, and I'll just jump right into this. Vanita, Sandra, Jay, cool. Love it. Now I'm gonna ask you guys a couple of questions because I don't have Brian with me here, so it's gonna be me a lot, and I have to always, drink some water, stay hydrated. So when I ask you questions, it's awesome if you guys can get back to me. Cool. Now with that being said, what's the opportunity here? Just really quick. Imagine if there was actually a way right now where you can leverage Facebook with a brand new cutting edge technology that you can roll out in your local space, in your city. I just moved from San Diego to Henderson, right next to Las Vegas. And before that, I lived in Miami. And specifically in Miami, I was helping injury lawyers and injury attorneys with lead generation and with search engine optimization. That's 5 or 6 years ago. And right now I'm here in Henderson. And when I talk with businesses, when Brian talks with businesses, they just can't make Facebook work. But Facebook understands that, and they rolled out a brand new service. So how cool would it be if you can be out there and offering to a spa, to a fitness studio, to a sushi restaurant, those services with lead gen. So let's chat about that real quick. Here's a pretty cool stat that we found, where it shows you how advertising is distributed right now. And as you can see, the lion's share is really with Facebook, 92%. And I'm sure that you guys are aware that obviously Facebook is getting a lot of traffic right now online in terms of video and in general. Even myself, I'm going to admit it, I spend a lot of time on Facebook. I wish it was all productive, but let's face it, I also just spend time there hanging out. And I see people advertise to me. Obviously, I also see YouTube ads and LinkedIn ads, but Facebook specifically is getting 92%. It's getting really the lion's share. Okay, and this right here is very recent. That's something directly from Facebook that they updated just in December. And as you can see, they have 1.55 billion people on Facebook each month. And now they have 900 million on WhatsApp, which they obviously bought, and 400 million people every day on Instagram. And right now, you might have heard that you can also run Facebook ads on Instagram as well, in combination very soon with lead ads as well, which I'm going to show you. And then here, if you look in the middle, check this out, guys and gals here, 8 billion video views. I mean, that's just insane. I heard that they're really catching up with YouTube and competing with YouTube right now to be the biggest video streaming service out there in terms of, people uploading videos and selling stuff. And just last week, Facebook announced that they're going to have FB lead ads, which is the new technology I'm going to show you, for video as well. So you can use it with images or with video. So long story short, I'm just showing you this to show you that it's just growing and growing. We just had to find a way to make it work for local businesses. You guys with me on that? Here's a little stat with desktop versus mobile. Now, if you are new to Facebook and Facebook lead ads, it started out specifically on mobile devices because Facebook understands, and even Google and YouTube, they all understand that more and more people check Facebook on their mobile devices. So more local businesses want to be seen on a mobile phone. By show of hands right now, and please be honest with me, who right now, even while I'm talking to you, has their mobile phone within arm length? Like, be honest with me right now. If your mobile phone is right now within arm length, give me a yes on the chat box. It might even be on your hands right now. Like, if you can see it right now, this very second, next to you, give me a quick yes. Just be straight up with me. And if no, give me a no. So there's one person who said no, that's Monica. And everyone else is giving me a huge yes here. Hans, Gary, Clay, Thomas, Sam, Bob, Danny, Jay, Vanita, Rick, everyone is saying yes. Guys, I mean, you guys know this already. Mobile is huge. We all have our mobile phones with us, and prospects have their mobile phones with them all the time. As you can see the stats right here, actually mobile officially right now, this is very recent, guys. This is very recent, this stat right here, officially took over desktop. So right now, officially, there's more people browsing the internet and specifically Facebook with their mobile device, with their iPad, with their iPhone, with their Android phone. So there's more mobile users now than desktop users, which is huge. If you do local marketing, if you want to help local businesses, they understand that. A sushi restaurant where I go to here in Las Vegas, they understand it. I mean, it's a little bit sad. It's a little bit exciting. You go to a sushi restaurant or any place, and you see a couple sitting there, and they're both on their mobile phones. Like, it's on one hand it's sad, but on the other hand, it is what it is, and we have to help both businesses capitalize on that and monetize that. This one is just from January. These stats right here. Again, just showing you the opportunity right here. 800 million users, active users, guys, on Facebook. This is as recent as January 27th. So those are active users, okay? 800 million people actually using Facebook on their mobile device actively on a daily basis. So it's a huge number. Someone here is asking, what's the difference between this and I'll get back to you guys with any questions just at the end. Now let's talk about Facebook ads. A lot of you guys said that you actually tried Facebook ads. This is the old way of doing it. And let me know if you guys are familiar with this old way. You run a Facebook ad either on a mobile phone or on a desktop, and what happens? Someone sees the ad, the prospect, they click on the ad, and then it takes them to a website. So this right here is a sushi restaurant, just randomly is their website. Now, is there any problem when you send someone from a Facebook ad to a non-optimized website? Could you guys think of any problems there, of any disconnect? And why this is not working for local businesses in the past when they tried Facebook? Give me a couple of ideas here. And this, of course, is a terrible example of a sales page or of a landing page, but trust me, local businesses, they have no idea. They're actually sending traffic to a page like that, like no lead capture, nothing. Any problems that come to mind here, guys? Sam says no call to action. Keith says costs too much to send outside of Facebook. Very smart, Keith. I'm going to get back to that in just a second. Keith hit it right on the nail right here. Jay says website does not work on the phone. Exactly. Too many clicks to get a sale. Exactly, Vanita. Sandra doesn't show properly. Correct. So guys, here's the problem. So there's multiple problems here, but the first one is that most websites in the local area, they're not optimized for mobile. Okay, cool. That's problem number one. Keith here made a good point. Do you guys think that Facebook wants you to send traffic away from Facebook? If their user is inside of Facebook using their platform, do you think that they want you to actually send that person away from Facebook? Just let me know real quick in the chat box. Do you think Facebook is going to give you a better cost per lead, more traffic, and going to reward you for sending people away from their website? Absolutely not. Of course not. So Gary, Jay, Thomas, Vanita, Hans, you guys are absolutely right. They're actually going to punish you. If you send traffic away from Facebook, number one, you're going to have to pay more. The local business has to pay more, and it's not going to help you at all. Secondly, the other problem is that if the website is not mobile friendly, people have to zoom in. So I think you see now why this didn't work for local businesses so far. But this is the old way. And Facebook, at least now, years later, they understood that. So they're rolling out right now a service for local businesses and for marketers and consultants. Hey, and Mark, if you're in the background, if you want to chime in at any point, man, feel free to interrupt me. That's totally cool. So here's the old way. People click on the ad, they land on the landing page, which goes away from Facebook. What are some of the problems? First of all, Facebook doesn't want you to send the traffic away. That's number one. Number two, and someone here mentioned that, so you guys are really, obviously smart here, I can tell already, 70% of the traffic is lost. Why is it lost? Because people on their phone or iPad, they don't want to scroll in. They don't want to find this submit button. So they're just going to click away and you just lost that traffic. Another reason why this didn't work for local businesses. The cost per lead is way high. And we're talking $50, $67 per lead with Facebook traffic. That's just not affordable for any local business. And then it's terrible for mobile traffic. So guys, does that make sense? Do you understand now why in the past this didn't work for local businesses? It's kind of like a DA effect, right? And Facebook didn't change it, unfortunately. They didn't work with us. They just kept doing the old way until now they rolled out something new that is working. And finally, it's working for local businesses. And they called it FB Lead Ads. Okay, this is a brand new service that Facebook officially rolled out for local marketers like you and myself and Brian, and for local businesses specifically. Now, this is relatively new. I just want to get a quick check-in here with the audience. Give me a yes if you've heard of FB Lead Ads, and give me a no if you have absolutely no clue what that is. Because that way I can know how much I want to dig in and explain real quick how it works. Give me a quick yes or W if you know it, and if you've never heard of it, give me a no. Jay Len says no, not yet. Rick says no, Max says no, Sam says yes, Garrick says yes, Rob says yes, Hans says yes, but I haven't heard much about it. Monica says no, Jim says yes. So we are 50-50. Danny, first heard through it through Lee. Okay, cool, Danny, so you know a little bit about it. I love it. So it's like a 50-50 split. What about anyone else here on the call? Have you guys heard about lead ads yet? It's relatively new, and that's why I'm excited about it, because if you have something that's cutting edge, that gives you a competitive advantage, you're obviously going to have an advantage over other marketers in your local city and area. Hey, what's up, Wayne? Wayne also has heard about it. Vanita heard about Lead Ads. Cool. Lance is already up and running. Love it. Man, fast, early adapter. That's awesome. Thomas says heard about it only. Okay, keep coming with the responses. So what is FB Lead Ads? How is it? Why is it so amazing? Why is it working so well? Here, this is officially from the Facebook website, okay? And they rolled out FB Lead Ads just recently for mobile devices and for desktop, specifically for local marketers like yourself and for local businesses who want to drive more leads for their agency. So if you guys on this call need more clients right now, this is going to be awesome for you. And this is what they say. Advertisers have seen great success receiving more high quality leads at a fraction of the price. Actually, if you look at Mazda right here, Mazda is getting 5 times the amount of leads versus running the old school type of Facebook ads. And check out this sentence right here in the middle. Their cost per lead has dropped 85%. Not 10%, not 20%, not 50%, but 85% drop in cost per lead, guys. Imagine if you've been spending, $100, I don't know, per week, let's just say, be conservative, on lead generation, and now you can get 5 times the amount of leads and your cost goes down 85%. Do you think this is a big deal for you and for any local business online right now? Hey, Lance, that's really good. That's a really good number right there. That's a good starting point. Are you guys with me that this is huge? What Mazda is seeing here, or Peloton right here, I'm not sure how you pronounce that company name, Peloton, they have a 15% increase in leads and 67% lower cost per conversion. 67%. Guys, those are huge numbers. Huge numbers. And those are not some random companies. That's Mazda. That's Land Rover. I'm going to show you a couple more examples that Facebook has been doing this with. And here's the cool thing. In the beta phase, they only made lead ads available for those big companies with huge budgets. But as of right now, everyone, you, myself, even if we use a small budget, like my campaigns, they're $5, $10 a day. We can all now monetize this and jump on this and also drop our cost per lead by 85%. So even the small guys like myself, we can do this now. It's not reserved anymore just for the big companies, okay? Here's how it works if you guys wonder what lead ads are and how they look like. So this is how it works. It's a 3-step process and Facebook calls it tap, tap, done. So basically, number one, if you look here on step number 1, the prospect sees the Facebook ad on their phone or on their desktop, okay? It looks like any other Facebook ad, but here's the big thing. Once they click on the ad, a form pops up and it's pre-populated with your information. So you don't have to enter any information. You don't have to go to a landing page, nothing. It pops up with your name and email pre-populated, and all you do is click submit. That's it. Now I'm talking really fast, guys. Let me know if you want me to slow down. I need everyone really quick to understand that. The Facebook ad shows up on your phone. You click on it. A form pops up from Facebook with your name and email pre-populated. And all you have to do is click submit and boom, you have the lead generated. Now I'm asking you, do you see how this is 15 times more powerful versus sending people to a landing page? If you are keeping the traffic inside of Facebook. Mark, were you about to say something?
Yeah, so I want to stop. I just want to chime in for just a second to make important points, and I'm sure you're probably going to cover this later. So if I'm stealing your thunder, I apologize. So number one, what I love about this is that it doesn't cause the Facebook user to have to leave Facebook. So it causes the conversions to be much better than they would be if they had to leave Facebook and then fill out their information, especially if they're on like a mobile phone. Most people don't want to fill out all that stuff. But the other thing is that you can get a whole bunch of other stuff right from them, like their phone number, their name, a whole bunch of other information that's tied into the company name, that's tied into Facebook. So if you're comparing this type of advertising where you're getting an opt-in versus just the old way of doing it, the cost for this actually ends up being lower because most people are comparing just getting an email address and not what it actually would cost if you were to try to get a phone number and all the other details. So this is really, really powerful.
Chiming in. Like I said, guys, I talk really fast, so I actually appreciate if someone stops me once in a while. So Mark made some fantastic points here. And here's the cool part. Someone was asking like, hey, is Facebook okay with grabbing that email? Just to clarify with everyone here on this call, this is a Facebook service. Facebook created lead ads for local businesses and consultants to generate leads on a better way. So they're grabbing the prospect's email from their Facebook account. They're grabbing the prospect's first name and last name from their Facebook account to make it easier for marketers like ourselves to do lead generation. So this is 100% encouraged and supported by Facebook. And the ad pops up, you just click submit, and boom, you're ready to go. So I think you guys see how this converts, 50% times higher than, for Mazda and other companies like we just talked about right here. I want to show a real world example. I think it's going to be helpful for everyone if you can see an actual example right here. So this is a company running Facebook ads right now, and this is how it's going to look like on a mobile device, for example. So you see the ad, they have a subscribe button right here. You just push the subscribe button, then Facebook is going to provide you with the form saying Graham Patterson right here, I think, with the email, and then the prospect Graham here just click submit and success. Now the lead is generated, done. The the traffic stays inside of Facebook. It's not going to go away from Facebook. It doesn't have to be to send the traffic to a landing page. Nothing. It's just tap, tap, boom, done. That's how they sell it right now to marketers. And I've been testing that. We've been testing it with some local businesses. Going to show you a couple of examples in just a moment here. And it's working really, really, really well. Anyone here, any questions so far? I don't want to go too fast. Do you guys understand the concept? Are you familiar a little bit now with how lead ads work? I want to really over deliver on this webinar, make sure that you guys all know what lead ads are and how to leverage it. So just give me a quick yes if you grasp the concept right now before I even move on and show you how to use that to get more leads for your own business.
One other thing I wanted to say at this point, I'm sorry for chiming in again.
I appreciate it actually.
But it's really, what's really cool about this too is that, and the only reason why I get excited about it is because I'm like really lazy when it comes to having to do all this stuff. What's really cool about this is you don't need to have a landing page, a lead page. Like you save so much time from all the other things that you normally would have to do to try to get a high converting lead page or a landing page to take somebody to get your opt-in, to get your the subscriber to give you their information. I mean, literally, it's creating the ad, coming up with the ad copy and an image, and you're done. I mean, literally within minutes. So Facebook really did this.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say Facebook really did something amazing when they put this out. I mean, this is really awesome, and it is also really good for local and for people that generate leads, needing leads for themselves to call on local businesses.
That's absolutely correct. And here's the beautiful thing, guys. After they click submit, if you want to, after the lead is generated, you can still customize where you send them to. So if you wanted to, you can send them away, or you just keep the traffic inside of Facebook. But out of the box, it's going to be inside of Facebook, which Facebook is going to reward you for, because they love it if the traffic stays inside of Facebook. This is an actual campaign from Land Rover. This is a real Facebook ad that is running. As you can see, at the time when the screenshot was taken, they had 4,000 likes and 150 comments. And this is another example where you click on the ad, the form shows up here with Rachna Sethi and the email, and then you can even ask more questions. So if you want to ask more, like phone number, if you're working with some kind of local business where they need more information like address, phone number, you can even ask for more. So that's totally up to you. But here's a big tip. Write this down. And I'm sure Mark is going to agree with me because we've been doing this for many, many years. If you are asking people for information, write this down. The less you ask for, the higher your conversion is going to be. So if you ask them for 10 different things, obviously less people might submit the information. If you just ask for as little as the name and the email, you have a higher conversion rate. But if you do want to ask for more, like zip code, address, you could do it, and Facebook is going to pre-populate it. You guys getting this? Really, really cool stuff here. So it's up to you how
I
much you
just
want to
want
ask
to
for, how
say,
much your client wants to ask for.
I, I, just,
Go
I
ahead.
just want to say this because everybody here I have a lot of people here who use Hot Prospector, and we're in the process of integrating this with Hot Prospector. So if you're, I know that you're going to get a higher conversion by just getting the email, but it's worth a little bit lower conversion and paying a little bit more per lead, because the extra option of being able to hit them with the voicemail and hit them with the text message and hit them with an email and all those things combined, it's going to jump your conversions on the actual sale so much more. So maybe you'll pay a little bit more for the lead, but the lead's worth more, and you can definitely close the deal a lot better when you have multiple ways of getting in touch with them. So just something to keep in mind.
Yeah, 100%, guys. So I'm really talking here to the absolute newbie. If you guys have a great follow-up process in system like Hot Prospector, and you can actually follow up, then you guys obviously want to ask for the phone number and things like that, especially if you have a follow-up system. So if you're a total newbie, you can focus on conversion, but once you become advanced like Mark and like others here on the call, then you want to ask for more information, because obviously you're going to be able to follow up with them and get, like he said, pay more per lead, but you're going to have much more conversion rates when it comes to making the sale. And we're all here in business to make money. We want to have a return on investment. So that's a great point that Mark here just made. This right here is inside of Facebook. So when you set up your campaign, just so that you see how it looks like, it's really easy to do. You just start your campaign, or you can start it for your client. It's up to you. And you can pick here what you want to ask for. So to Mark's point right now, if you have a great follow-up system in place with something like Hot Prospector, and our software integrates with Mark's software 100%, then you can go here and you can customize it. You can ask for the address, for the phone number, for the zip code. And the beautiful thing is Facebook is going to pre-populate it. How awesome is that? The person doesn't even have to fill it in. It pops up on their computer with the information already, and they just click submit. So you're still going to have a really, really high conversion rate because it's going to be pre-populated. Do you guys get this? That's pretty cool stuff. People don't even have to enter the information anymore. They just click submit. So it's beautiful, if you integrate that with Mark's software as well. You guys getting this? Just checking it real quick. I talk really fast. Always want to check in with everyone. Love it, says Jay. Vanita says, yes, awesome, cool. Doing great, says Sandra. Okay, love it, cool. What's the average click-through rate? It's really high, Danny, because it's optimized to get clicks. I can talk about that in just a moment. Here's what you can use this for. I mean, this is just a handful of examples that Facebook provides you with, but you can obviously use this for your own newsletter if you want to build a list of leads of a database. You can use this for car dealerships, for example. You can use it for product demos, test drives. I'm going to show you a local example in just a moment here. You can use this to get leads for insurance agents. You can use it for e-commerce. It's beautiful for e-commerce because you can run lead ads for deals and coupons, and people have to give you the lead to actually get the coupon code or to get the 2-for-1 special. So if you want to do e-commerce, it's beautiful. And you can use it, of course, for education, financial, professional services. So there's any niche that you can think of and that you might be working in. Obviously every business, you guys know that, needs leads, right? We already know that. Every business, doesn't matter if it's an online business or brick and mortar, to stay alive, you're going to need some leads. And these are just some of the examples where you can use this for. That's the slogan from Facebook, tap, tap, done. That's brand new, FB lead ads. So cool. With that being said, the new way, you keep the traffic inside of Facebook. Benefit number one, you cut the cost per lead in half or more. You get 5 times the amount per leads with the same budget, and it works perfect for local businesses. It's brand new, so it's cutting edge, and it's strongly encouraged by Facebook. So there's a couple of benefits that you can get. Now, here's the big question though. Does it work for local businesses? Can it work for your business? I'm not sure where you guys are located. A couple of you guys I saw in Hawaii. A couple of you guys, let's see here. Someone in Toronto. We had someone in New York, someone in San Diego. I just moved from Fort Lauderdale to San Diego and now to Las Vegas. So let me know where you guys, UK also works. Let's see how this can work for an actual local business like yourself if you want to do this. This is an example from Allstate. So they're running a lead ad here, for example, where they say, who doesn't want to save big money? And then you can click here on sign up, and they're checking the leads. So it says here, cash in on the summer fund. safe driving bonus checks, get great protection, blah, blah, blah. And then you can get a quote. So when you click here on sign up, bam, the form pops up, pre-populated, and they can submit their lead for a quote. It's beautiful. So this is one example how you could help insurance agents, for example, in your local area. And you can even use this case study right here and show them, hey, look, Allstate is using it. It's working. Here's a cool example. Maybe you guys have seen this. This popped up in my news feed. And, she's running lead ads as well. And it says here, hey, do you want to know a secret? This $5,000 website you're looking at, that's not really what it costs. And then she basically shows you how to get websites done at a much lower rate. And she's doing this with lead ads and collecting leads. And then she's going to teach you how to outsource and get websites done for you. Another example of someone using this for the personal brand, for example. This right here is Mazda. So this is a really cool thing. As you can see here, this is the actual ad that they're running. I just thought it's helpful if I show you some actual real world examples. And they're getting test drives. So they're using lead ads to get test drives, okay? To generate leads to get test drives for their companies. And according to their manager, the marketing manager, they're getting 5 times the leads. And, the cost per lead, like I said, dropped for 85%. We saw people right now using this with AC companies in that niche. We saw it with plumbers in that niche as well, and all in the local space, kind of. What's your niche, by the way? Give me a quick example here. Let me know what niche you guys are working in. What would you like to generate leads for? Just give me a quick, so I know who. Dentist here, says Jojo. Contractor, Sandra. Yoga workshops, awesome. Real estate is beautiful. I actually going to have a real estate example for you here in just a second, Keith. Window replacement, love it. Real estate, patients for dentist, pet groomer, electrician, perfect. Those are perfect. Home improvement, restaurants and nursing schools. Guys, this is perfect industries for lead ads where you can generate leads for those spaces. This one here is, we looked at that, okay? It's Land Rover, and they're getting quotes. So they're generating leads to get quotes, and they're using it for branding as well. So their cost per lead has dropped by 4 times, 400%, according to their marketing manager. So this is directly from Land Rover and from Mazda, okay, what they're saying after using FB lead ads. Here's another company to mix it up a little bit. Stuart Weitzman, I think that's how you pronounce them. They sell, believe it or not, high-end shoes, okay? So maybe all the ladies on the call, maybe you know this company. They're using lead ads to get leads and to sell those, exclusive designer shoes, which from what I've heard are pretty expensive. And their cost per lead dropped 52%. And they're also using it to generate leads on mobile, on tablet, and on desktop. Anyone familiar with this company? Honestly, I didn't know that company until I saw. Vanita says, I have some. So she knows the company for sure. Vanita has boots from them. Okay, cool. So that's another company using FB lead ads right now with huge success. This right here is real estate. Anyone here in the real estate market? So this company is a real estate company focusing on Brazil. They're running lead ads right now in Brazil to get quotes for people who want a vacation in Brazil. So their cost per lead dropped also 400% and increase in leads over 300%. So they're getting 3 times the amount of leads right now that they're using FB lead ads instead of trying it the old way. Okay, so if you're in the real estate niche, this is beautiful. You can do this for your own company or for other companies to generate leads for them. So guys, do you see how this is really, that Facebook did something great here, helping local businesses finally optimizing this? Give me a quick, heck yeah here. This is an example. This is a friend of mine. I showed him, he got excited and he said, you know what, I'm going to try this right now. Mario, you're talking a big game. Let me test this real quick. And he tested it and he got leads for 17 cents first day. And then it went up to 33 cents for him. Now, obviously, guys, it's not a big sample size. He only reached out to 42, as you can see here. But right out of the get-go, 17 cents per lead and then 33 cents per lead. I think right now he's paying $1.20 per lead. Just from day one, starting out and testing this right now. And this is from January 29th. So as you can see, it's very recent, okay? Not showing you like old, outdated data. This is an example that I did for webinars. So the software that we're using that integrates with Hot Prospector also integrates with webinar platforms. So a lot of people right now, this is kind of cool, using webinars to convert prospects into clients. So I talked with a couple of companies. They're actually using more and more webinars to convert people online. So I integrated the software with GoToWebinar, for example. I did a test campaign myself in a local space. And as you can see, my amount spent is $25 and I got 20 leads, guys. So that comes down to $1.25 per lead. Now I'm asking you right now, if you are spending $10 a day like myself here, is $125 per lead for a high targeted lead, is that good or is that great? You tell me. I'm used to paying $10, $15, $25 per lead. I mean, from your experience, $1.25 per lead, is that good? Is that awesome? What do you think?
I'm gonna have to say that that's pretty darn good. Now I was able to get my cost just a little bit lower, but that's really good.
Yep, and that's like without optimizing, guys. So I didn't optimize anything. This is a quick campaign right from the get-go. As you see, I only spent 25 bucks on it. Right out from the go is $1.25 per lead, and I haven't even touched it. I haven't optimized it with the training that I'm going to show you guys in just a second here. This one out of the gate took 33 cents per lead without any optimizing. Just out of the gate, just testing here for fun, lead ads really quick. And you know, Facebook is showing you the data right here, 33 cents per lead. So that's without even optimizing, guys. This is a client of mine, Cohen. He never did any Facebook advertising. He used our software, and bam, he's up and running, generating leads already within just 24 hours, up and running, generating leads. So those are just a couple of real examples that shows you how businesses can generate leads for your own company. So here's a couple of examples. This is something that Brian put together because he's a lot more active than myself. So a couple of niches that Brian has experience with, where he and his clients are selling leads. So they're selling leads in the roofer niche. They're selling leads in the lawyer niche, for example, for 38 bucks per lead. I don't even know, to be honest, what HVAC stands for. Is that AC company, Mark? I don't even know. That's his niche right there.
Ventilation and air conditioning.
Thank you. So Brian's brother actually has an AC company. I think also back down in Atlanta, and they're selling leads in that space for up to 50 bucks per or $45 here per lead. The mechanic niche, dental niche, someone here said that you're in the dentist niche. So we have a couple of people selling leads there for up to 45 per lead. And obviously, guys, you can charge more. It's up to you. It depends how advanced you are, how good your sales skills are. And then we have the medical niche as well. So, just a couple of real world examples where you can sell leads in that niche. Now, here's a interesting point though. There's one downside of FB lead ads, and I got this right here from Forbes.com. Okay, so one of the experts on paid advertising on Forbes.com, he wrote this article, and this is straight from Forbes.com. Facebook leads can only truly be effective if you capture your conversions in a meaningful, time-efficient way. And the best way to do so is to integrate with your CRM, with your customer relationship management system, okay? Meaning that lead ads only make sense if they're actually integrated with your software, with your autoresponder, with Hot Prospect, or whatever you guys use for follow-up. If you don't integrate, then nothing happens with those leads. Okay, so it's important that you guys actually integrate. Now, here's the problem with that. Facebook doesn't automatically do that. When you run lead ads, those leads are actually stuck inside of the Facebook account. Now, you could go manually in there, try to find them, download them, manually upload them. But here's the big issue. Most CRMs these days, the big ones, don't allow you to upload leads manually anymore. Like companies like Aweber, GetResponse, you can't even do it. You can't upload it. So you need something that integrates with Facebook. So Facebook tells you, you know what, guys, you can do it, but you have to have a third-party provider. And we checked those like Oracle and DriftRock, those companies mentioned here. They charge $300-$500 a month to collect those leads for you. And we said, that's insane. No one wants to spend that much money. Let's do something more, that makes more sense, and it's much more affordable. So here's the problem.
It's totally worth it though. If you were to pay $300 to $500 if you're generating the leads, only because I personally, and I don't know if you remember, I mentioned this earlier on, I personally did what you were talking about, the way where I went into to Facebook, found my list, as they were being generated, and downloaded them, and then then basically put them into my system and started doing the calls, and my conversions were nowhere near what I know they could have been had I had something, where I was able to instantly put them into my system.
Exactly. And that's kind of where our software comes in. So if you don't have a software that automatically grabs those leads for you guys and adds them to your CRM, like Hot Prospector or your autoresponder, you can even do multiple at the same time. Like I add my leads to my autoresponder and to GoToWebinar and other tools all at the same time using our software. But if you don't do that, your conversion rate is not going to be great. And that's where the software comes in. So what we did is, guys, okay, we had created a software that grabs that lead from Facebook. It integrates with Facebook. So we're working with Facebook together on this. It grabs that lead for you and adds it automatically to your favorite follow-up software. In this case, for example, with Mark's software, we're integrating it right now with him 100%. So you're running the traffic for your client or for yourself. You generate that lead, and behind the scenes, with Facebook integration, we are grabbing the lead and putting it into your favorite follow-up tool. So there's no manual process. You're not losing out on some leads. There's no manual confirmation. And would it be helpful, guys, if I show you real quick how that works in action? Would it be helpful if I show you the software? Because it's one thing to talk about it in theory. I think it's much more helpful if you guys actually see the software. So give me a quick heck yeah, or if you're excited and I show you the software. I just have to grab a quick sip of water here. And if I get enough engagement, I'll log in, I go out of the PowerPoint, I show you how it works, how easy it is to use, and I want to show you how you can use that software starting today. So give me a quick yes here. I see here, Sandra, Clay, Hans, Tim, Jojo, Thomas. Who else here is on board? I want to see at least 10 more yeses here before I jump in, okay? Let me grab a quick sip of water, and then if I get enough engagement here, I'll jump into the software and show you the dashboard real quick. Hey, Karen, what's up, Karen? What's up, Linda? What's up, John? Yes, please, that's Monica. Okay, cool. You guys are awesome. You guys are engaged in everything. Let's head over to the software real quick. I'm going to log out of my PowerPoint presentation here. And just give me a second here. Sometimes you never know with technical stuff on a webinar. We are live here. This is the dashboard right here. Let me know if you can see my screen. This is the dashboard. Can you guys see the software? Okay, cool. Now, first of all, we kept this extremely simple, okay? So that any newbie, even if you've never done any Facebook advertising whatsoever in the past, that everyone can get quick and easy set up. So basically, literally, there's just two steps. Step number one, as you can see right here, is your Facebook settings. Okay, so this is where you just connect our software with your Facebook account and boom, you're up and running. If you do this, it just, you enter two piece of information and then your Facebook account is connected with you. That's step number one. And then step number two, you just add your favorite autoresponder or software. And then you are up and running and you're ready to generate leads online using FB lead ads. So you can give this a name right here. So I'm just going to call this Mark's demo. Okay, and then you pick up your favorite autoresponder right here. So out of the box, it integrates already with Aweber, GetResponse, MailChimp. By the way, MailChimp is free, just so that you know. iContent, GoToWebinar, Infusionsoft, ActiveCampaign, and now we're integrating also with Mark's software as well. So in just, I think 48 hours or so, we're going to be ready to also take your leads and automatically add them to Mark's software as well. So it's going to be 100% fully integrated with his software as well. I think that's pretty exciting. And we kept it super simple here. So you go here, you select your autoresponder right here. So you pick the one that you want. Just for example's sake, I'm going to pick, let's say, Aweber right here, okay? And then you save your autoresponder and you are up and running. Then the only step left for you guys that you can do is you go here to dashboard and then you can run your campaign. You click here on create a new connection. And then we give this a name. So let's just say Spa San Diego lead gen campaign. Just making this up right now. You select this fan page where you want to run the traffic. Okay, so you select the business page, the fan page right here. And then you select the ad, you select the autoresponder. Okay, so in this case, let's just say MailChimp, for example. And then you click here on save connection. And boom, you are up and running, guys. Now when you run traffic on Facebook, someone clicks on the lead ad, click submit, your ad is automatically going to be added to Hot Prospector, to Aweber, to GoToWebinar, whatever it is that you want to integrate with. If you want to integrate with multiple at the same time, you can do this too. So you can literally have a lead be added to GoToWebinar and to Hot Prospector at the same time. You can even add it to all of those at the same time if you wanted to.
I'm glad you said that, because I was actually thinking myself, I'm like, man, it really would be awesome if I can put them in my system and then also go ahead and add them to a webinar. So that's slick.
Yep, and that's how I use it too. So I, have my leads, for example, be added to my favorite autoresponder, but also go to webinar because I love doing webinars, for example. And we're also integrating right now with Webinar Jam, for example. So it's kind of nice, like Mark said, to have multiple options here. So guys, is this so far pretty easy and easy to understand? So step one, you connect with Facebook. Step two, you put your autoresponder, you create your campaign, and you're up and running. And then here we have a getting starting section. Check this out. It's only 3 videos, and each video is just 6 minutes. Just showing you really step by step, looking over my shoulder, how to set up and connect it with your Facebook. So each video is just 6 to 10 minutes. You can get up and running in literally within 10-15 minutes, and you guys are going to be good to go. Any questions so far? I want to show you something else which I didn't even bring up. Mark told me, like, hey, when you guys come on, could you do something really special? Could you over deliver? Check this out, guys. Do you see this right here where it says white label settings? We just got this developed, guys. And Mark, when I told him this, he said, you guys gonna love it. Just right now for this call, we got something developed that is 100% white label. So not only can you use this software for your company and, potentially for clients, you can now actually put up your own branding, your own logo. You guys, do you want me to showcase this real quick? How you can upload your own logo and customize everything for your own business? Give me a quick yes, and I showcase it real quick. If not, I'm just going to go back to the slides. Monica says yes, yes, yes. Okay, cool. A couple of people here excited about that. And keep them coming here. Okay, cool. So basically, check this out, guys. Besides using this technology to use FB lead ads, we just now integrated a full-blown white label panel. So if I click on this, check this out. Instead of having our logo right here, Lead Edge Pro, which is our software that you're getting access to today, you can now upload your own logo right here. So you can now upload your own background image right here. You can even give it your own name. You can have your own sub URL right here, for example. Mail sender name. So when someone signs up under you, they see your name right here. And this is cool. If you have a different color for your brand or company, you can change the color and customize the color here. So if your brand is more blue, you can just pick blue here. Pick blue here. If your brand is more yellowish, yellow, red, anything, you can customize the primary color. You can customize the secondary color here on the left-hand side. And you can even customize the hover over color here as well. If you want to send people to your own support system, you can customize it right here. To your own training center, you can customize it as well. And then here where it says copyright, Lead Edge Pro, Brian Anderson, Mario Brown, you can have your own company show up right here. So it's 100% white label. You can put your name on it and you can sell this under your own brand right now. Is that pretty cool, guys? If you want to upload your logo, you just click on this button right here and you pick your image and then you just upload your logo, and just like that, your logo is going to be up and running. So now when someone logs in, you can actually create the logo here. Now let me show you something that I'm super excited about. We also implemented User Manager. So you can also create sub accounts for clients, guys. So if I click here on User Manager and I click here on Add User, now I can create an account for someone under me. So literally you can create sub accounts for people under you. You just put the name here. So let's say Mikado Sushi, that's my favorite sushi place. You can put the address right here, their email, and then you save right here, and they're gonna get an email automatically saying something, hey, welcome on board. You now have an account for XYZ company, you can log in. So you can have people under you log in and they can check their stats and things like that, but they're gonna see all your brand. I hope that makes sense. So User Manager right here, white label right here. Any questions so far about the white label? I see a couple of questions coming in here. I just really wanted to over deliver and not just give you access to the software, but why don't we over deliver and make it so that you guys can upload your own branding and logo as well here. Any questions so far about that? Someone here was asking, hey, where's the link? I can't wait to get started. I'll dig into that just in a second here, but I want to see if you guys have any questions about the white label so far before I switch back here to the slide. Someone was asking, coming here late on the call. Step 1, your Facebook, you connect with Facebook. Step 2, you set your autoresponder. Step 3, if you like, if you wish, You click here on white label and you customize everything for your company. And then you just save the settings and everything is going to say your company name and it's going to have your logo as well. So let me go back here to the slides really quick. Okay, and maybe the question then becomes is, can you do this? Because in the past, maybe when you try to use software, when you try to do lead gen, you might have felt like, hey, you know what? I don't have the technical skills. I don't have the sales training. You know what? I need something that's step by step. I'm overwhelmed. Like I've been there. I'm not a big technical guy, for example. Jay, I get back to the question in just a moment here. Max, I'm going to respond to that also in just a second here. So I believe, guys, you can do this. We kept it super user-friendly in just a couple of steps. Now, a lot of people here asking, how can we get started? With your permission, guys, I want to show you real quick how to get started and what's included with Lead Edge Pro and with the software. And I want to show you the training center that we put together to help you also run lead ads the right way. And if you guys give me permission, I want to walk you through real quick how to get started right now. So give me a quick yes in the chat box if you are cool with that, and I'll dig right in and show you guys how to get started, how to get your white label account, and how to jump in, okay? Hey, what's up, Monica? What's up, Sandra? All right, cool. Lots of yeses here. So here's how it works, guys. Lead Edge Pro software integrates right now with Facebook. It collects the leads for you 24/7, and it does it automatically in the background, and it integrates with your favorite autoresponder. And now also we're just setting up and finalizing the integration with Hot Prospector with Mark's software as well. Okay, so that's what the software does out of the gate. You get out of the gate a personal license. So for all your personal fan pages, you can run it. We're not going to give you any limitations for your own personal usage. You can do unlimited leads, unlimited fan pages, no limitations whatsoever. You guys can go nuts with this and generate as many leads as you like. Okay, some of the features here, some of the things that you can use it for, we talked about that. In addition to that, we want to over deliver, guys. If you have the software, that's one part of it, but we want to show you how to make money with the software. We want to make sure that if you're a newbie and you never did any Facebook advertising, that within a snap, you be up and running. So I created a training center that's all look over my shoulder, where we teach you how to run Facebook campaigns step by step, quick and easy, how to run lead ads, what type of images to use for the local space. We're even working on some done for you templates right now for different niches like plumbing, AC, real estate, dentist, the medical niche and things like that. And we teach you in this module how to do it and how to do it step by step and how to convert your prospects into clients using the system. Okay, so that's module number one, in addition to the software. In module number two, guys, we dig really into the Facebook ads. So the ads manager, how do you create your fan page, the power editor. If you're not familiar with it, Power Editor is where you can do all the advanced features. I walk you through it step by step, very newbie friendly, how to do the Power Editor, for example, okay? How do you create your first lead ad? Then in module number 3, we have the Ads Manager, how to create your tool, how to do video marketing. There's another module here on landing pages, because if you like, after someone gives you the lead, you can send them to a landing page if you want to. But if you do that, how can you monetize that landing page? How can you optimize it? So I have a nice module here also on landing pages. And then we have video marketing secrets. Just last week, guys, Facebook announced that they're going to have lead ads with video. So you can run video ads right now on Facebook with lead ads as well. So I have a full module on how to do video marketing on Facebook and video lead ads as well. And the cool thing is we're adding more training every month. And module number 6 is important. How do you keep your account safe? Okay, a lot of people, they go out there, they run campaigns, they don't know what they're doing, and they get their accounts shut down. I developed a unique process that keeps your account safe. Actually, Facebook is going to encourage you to send you more traffic, because you can use this process and you're going to keep your account safe and you can run as much traffic as you like. I actually recommend that you check out this module pretty quickly after you sign up, okay? So you got the Lead Edge software, the personal license. You got all the modules. And you see, it's a $3,000 value. That's a real value. We're not making this up here. We want to over deliver. We're going to give you a bonus. Brian and myself, we're going to do some live calls with you every week, where we're going to teach you sales training. How do you convert? So in addition to Mark's training that you already have, we want to teach you our approach as well in terms of locally. How do you sell to dentists, to lawyers, to plumbing service? How do you sell to restaurants specifically? How much should you charge per lead? How do you charge per month? Like all of those calls, every week we're going to do a call with you ongoing and take you by the hand to make sure that you are able to monetize it. Because at the end of the day, we have to make money with that. Bonus number 2 is a session with Frank Kern. I did an event. People paid $1,000. They flew in from all over the world. And he was teaching specifically how do you charge premium. So if you have competitors in your marketplace, how do you position yourself as the premium solution? How can you charge more than anyone else?
Wait, hold on a second. Is this the thing that he did live at your event?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have to buy this because I've been looking for that for like a year.
Yeah. Yeah. We go ahead.
That let me tell you guys, if you weren't at that event, that was some really awesome training by Frank. So yeah, that's awesome. Now I know where it's at.
Yeah, people loved it and we kept it secret, but now as a bonus here, you're going to get access to it. It's 90 minutes of him teaching everything that he does in his business to charge premium as a consultant and to position yourself as the number one solution in your local space. Okay, so we're going to throw it as well inside, and you of course get white label. We talked about that. And just really quick, if you want to get started, guys, this is the link right here. leadedgepro.net/MH, that stands for Mark Helton, and everything that we just showed you, you're going to get that with the white label, with the software, with the training, everything included. Go to this link. We're going to post it in the chat box as well, and we're going to do something really special for the first 50. Just stick around here. I'm going to give something really special for the first 50, and Mark also has a real cool bonus for you guys available as well. So, but right now, go to this URL just to make sure that everything is working fine. It's a manual process, so we have to set you guys up manually, and it's in a first come, first serve. So if you take action right now, we're going to get you a white label account set up first and foremost on a first come, first serve basis. So head over to this link. Mark, if you can, post the link real quick in the chat box. I'm going to do the same in just a second here. Want to make sure that you guys are up and running. And I want to share with everyone, if that's okay, what we got for the first 50. And I think, Mark, you also have a cool bonus, right?
Yeah, are you still letting me give you away for 10 hours to go and jump on the phone and close all their deals and give them personal coaching for 10 hours?
What do you mean? Sorry, repeat that real quick. What was it?
I said that. Are you still going to let me give you away for 10 hours worth of personal coaching, one-on-one, and helping everybody close their deals?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's do it.
No. Okay, so I actually have put together a bonus as well, which I'm always trying to overdo the other guy. It's just my competitive nature. So my bonus, which actually now is going to be kind of hard to outdo it because that Frank Kern bonus really is really good. I'm serious about that. I actually have been looking around for that. I thought maybe you had it online or something. I was looking everywhere for it. But anyways, so what I'm going to do for you guys is I'm going to give you a sequence. Now this is a sequence that you can use to go out and find customers that you can offer your lead gen services to. It's a very, very good email sequence. It gets very high responses. Matter of fact, my typical open rate is somewhere between 40 and 50% with this subject line, and my response rate is right around 25%. So you're going to get some pretty awesome responses here for this. And then I'm also going to give you a voicemail script that will help you with getting people to call back. So we're going to do an email sequence and also a voicemail script to get people to call you back that are interested in doing lead gen services with you. And on top of that, for those of you that are my hot prospector customers, I'm going to give you not 5,000, not 10,000, but 20,000 credits in Hot Prospector for all your voicemails and your calls and your emails and all that good stuff. So, I mean, that alone, I'm practically giving you guys the money back that Brian and Mario are giving me back in credits, because my goal is for you guys to take this, put it into action, and get addicted to using our system with this system, because these two things together, it's like it's like fishing with dynamite. Okay, when it comes to, look, I'm gonna brag for a second, Mario. I hope you don't mind,
Oh
because
yeah, and I just want to also let know everyone real quick about our fast action bonus, Mark. In addition to the one that you have.
here you go. You're gonna outdo me. Here it goes.
No, guys. What we're gonna do is for the first 50 that take action right now, we're gonna give you, in addition to the white label license, also an agency license. What does that mean? That means that you can run unlimited leads for unlimited clients. Okay. So in the beginning, we had just a white label personal license, but for action takers here, we're going to give you an agency license. What does it mean? Unlimited clients. You can have unlimited fan pages of clients that you can work with. You can do unlimited leads for clients, and you can create unlimited sub users as well. Meaning that you can monetize this like crazy, no limitations whatsoever. Now, in the future, just being straight up, guys, we're going to have to charge monthly for that because we're adding more training and more features to the software. But today, if you go to leadedgepro.net/MH, you can get started right now with the white label license, the unlimited license, the agency license, lifetime access. You're going to get unlimited upgrades, and Mark, your bonus as well. So I just wanted to throw this just in real quick. If someone is on the fence, this is also available right now for everyone. And what were you about to say?
Well, what I was going to say is, like I said, this is like fishing with dynamite, and here's why. Because, yes, Mario's system integrates with Aweber and MailChimp and all those autoresponders, which are cool if you're only looking to send somebody an email when they, give you their information. With Hot Prospector, as a lot of you guys know who already have this system, you can send over an email, you can send over a voicemail, you can send over a text message, and then you can create sequences to follow up with these people until they respond to you. Now, there is nothing out there right now that is integrated, as far as I've, that does what Mario's system and Hot Prospector will be able to do together. So Lead Edge Pro, talk about having an edge. You're going to kill it with this. Now, for those of you that do not have Hot Prospector and you want to get it, I'll go ahead, instead of doing the 20,000 credits, I'll give you a discount, an equal discount on the system. So if you jump in and you don't have Hot Prospector yet, I'll take that 20,000 credits, which is that's $200 in free credits in Hot Prospector, and I'll apply it as a discount to Hot Prospector as well. So basically, like I said, I'm giving you $200 back here either way, because my goal is for you to use this, for you to plug this into your business and get addicted to the leads that you're generating, and go headstrong and use this in your business hardcore.
Plenty of bonuses here, guys, for everyone. Also, let us know, because my support team is here on the call with us, and we're setting up the white label. It's a manual process. We're setting up everyone manually. So if you are in, just give us a quick "I'm in" the chat box, so that way our support team can set you up immediately with your white label access and dashboard, which means you can upload your own logo, your own brand. Clients can log in under you, and you can, again, do unlimited campaigns, guys, unlimited clients, unlimited users, and you guys going to have upgrades and more features grandfathered. So even though later we're going to have a monthly fee, remember, if you sign up right now, you get lifetime access. We're going to integrate with more CRMs. We're going to add tracking and some cool features. And, we're going to integrate with more. So you guys going to get all of that included. Hey, John McDonald, welcome to the family. Rick here is on board as well. Max Barry here is on board. So all of you guys are already getting set up right now with your white label account. Our support team here is with us. Larry says I only bought because Mark. Larry is on board as well. Welcome to the family, Larry. Let's see.
Welcome, everyone. Max, welcome in. John, welcome in. We got a lot of people coming in. And I got to say, this $200 credits thing that I'm doing, I didn't throw any kind of a limit on this. So I'm going to limit this to the first 50 people that come in, because that's a lot of money.
Yeah, for sure. No doubt about it. So, and let us know if you have any questions so far about the software. If you want me to demo something again, there's also a training center. So I see a lot of people here still on the call. I didn't really dig into the training center a lot, but just so that you know, let me see if I have it still here on the screen. You're also going to get access to this training center right here, where if I hover here over the training modules, I walk you step by step through using the Power Editor, lead ads, how to get up, set up quick and easy. Those videos are all in HD, and they literally look over my shoulder. So if you've never done any Facebook advertising, just go through this module, and within 24 hours, we're going to turn you into a bona fide Facebook ads specialist. So this training center is also ready for you and waiting. And we're actually working right now on a generic version as well that you could also have your clients log into. So yeah, I didn't talk much about it, but this one is also waiting for you guys. So what I'm going to go do is I'm going to go back to the slides here. And we're going to do a little bit of a Q&A here as well. The link again is leadedgepro.net/MH. And there's also a 30-day money-back guarantee, of course. Okay. So if you just want to kick the tires, check it out. You can use our software. Again, we're integrating it right now with Hot Prospector. You can generate some leads and you can already make some money. There's an unconditional, no questions asked money-back guarantee. We want to make, we want to take all the risk. You dig in, check it out, and trust me, you're definitely going to love it. Let's dig into some questions. What questions do we have so far? Let me go back here to the slide with the link and let me know if everything worked. Larry and everyone who's already on board here, give us a quick heads up if everything worked with the process. If you guys got your access information, want to make sure that you are up and running. But it looks good. See here, Jay. Jay, nope, I just covered the guarantee. So absolutely, we have a money back guarantee for the main program. Obviously, if you take advantage of some of the bonuses, we have to look into that. Let's see here. Oh, sweet. Thanks for the feedback. What's up, John? What's up, Rick? Welcome on board. Need while Max says, or do all, let me see Max here. With the main account, can you create multiple ads for different companies? Like different clients? Yes, absolutely, Max. You can run this for multiple clients. You can, if you remember the dashboard I showed you, you can select the page that you're running it for and you can do multiple ones. So absolutely, you can do unlimited campaigns and unlimited leads. John Cesario, if you head over to the link, you can see the price point and everything. Actually, let me just show you how this looks like. Okay, guys. In the chat box is the link. If you click on the link, it's going to take you to this page right here. All right. So as you can see here, Mark Helton presents. You see the fast action bonus here. And then basically you just click on the yellow button right here where it says add to cart. And that's going to give you instant access to the software and to the training. And then we're going to get you set up for white label as well if you're one of the first action takers. So just go to this URL. It takes you right here. You scroll down to the yellow button. You click on that button and that should forward you to the shopping cart right here. And then you're good to go. Now remember, this is a one-time investment, guys. Even though you're going to get all the upgrades and the new CRMs that we're going to add, the other training, as of right now, this is lifetime access. You're not going to have to pay the monthly that we're going to start charging, okay? So it's a really cool deal. Let's see here. I'm going to go back to the slides and let's dig into the Q&A. Let me go full screen here. All right, cool. Let me go to this one. Anyone on the fence? Anything else that we can clarify? Is anyone here on the fence and anything else that I can clarify for you? Still see, let's see here. Still a lot of people here. Alok, Austin, Billy, Bob, Brian, Charles, Shepard, Chris, Clay, Danny. What are you guys up to? Ernest, Garrett, Gary, George, Irfan, Jamie. Give me quick feedback. Just want to see what you guys are thinking. Are you guys excited? Johnny Murray, John B, Joseph, Karen, Keith. What are you guys up to? Hey, what's up, Marsha? What's up, Michael? Mike, Monica, Naomi. What do you guys think? I want to hear your feedback. Keith is in as well. Keith W just joined. So Keith, welcome on board.
Can you go into just a little bit, a little bit more about the training that you're going to be going over for the local side?
Yeah, sure. So basically, guys, Brian is going to do ongoing training with you guys. So every week we're going to do a sales call and a lead gen call live. So you guys can come on the webinar. We're going to be there. You can ask any question, but we're really going to dig on those calls specifically on sales, conversion. How do you actually sell this? How much do you charge per lead? How much do you actually charge per month if you want to do the monthly business model? And then inside of the members area, guys, already ready for you is training on Facebook ads. So video ads, what type of images to pick, how do you do lead ads, what else? Let me think real quick. The power editor, landing pages, the ads manager, that's all waiting for you guys in the training center. Oops, let me click this away, which is this one right here. So you have the modules right here, and then you just click here on the modules. For example, here, creating a lead ad step by step. Let's make sure, hopefully it's not going to log me out, because I've been logged in here for a little bit. So as you can see here, it pops up right here. It's an HD. And then, here I show you the ad manager overview. I show you the power editor basics. And this is all in HD. So if I click play here real quick, you're going to see it's high quality and you can really easily follow. Hey, how's it going? Welcome back. In this video, we're going to walk through the basics of the power editor. So as you can see, I walk you through the power editor right here. If I scroll forward, I show you exactly where to click, where to create your lead ad. So everything that it comes to images, it's all covered here in the training center. So we take you step by step, and you can get up and running pretty quickly and easily. So that's the training center. Let me see here. Great question here. Oh, now the questions are flying in. Let's see here. Danny says, with FB lead ads, when are you charged? When the user clicks on the newsfeed ad or after they submit their info? That's a great question, Danny. I covered it actually inside of the Facebook training. Okay, so there's different ways how you can be charged, and you can do cost per click or cost per impression. So you can either get charged for impression if you do 1,000 impressions, or if someone clicks on your ad, which gives you the lead. So you can decide that actually.
Yeah, and also Facebook doesn't bill you until usually once a week or once a month.
Yep.
I forget how it. I don't know exactly how often they bill, but it seems like it's like once a month or something, because usually they wait until they have a nice little bit and take it out of my bank at once.
Exactly. Yep. That's exactly how they do it. Irfan says, let me see the first part of that question real quick. Irfan says, I do have Hot Prospector. Do I need this? I do believe that you need it, because now you can leverage Facebook specifically for your lead gen, and it works beautifully with Hot Prospector, Irfan. So I think it's a beautiful combination and power punch that you can use together. Let's see here.
Yeah, you're not going to see any other integration out there like this with at least with our system. Our system is very unique, and we're doing this with Mario and Brian because I have a great relationship with these two guys. I know the software that these guys put out is always top notch. So this is one of those things. If you got Hot Prospector, you need to jump in. That's why I'm giving you those credits. It's practically, I'm not making anything on this deal. Okay, I'm giving you this back because I want you to jump in on this and use it. I'm 100% confident that you get this and you put this into action for your business, then it's going to be very, very good for you.
Yep, absolutely. And Timothy said, what's the estimated time of arrival for the integration with Hot Prospector? Basically, usually it takes my developer 4 to 5 days, but he already actually got started on that, Timothy. So I'm expecting within 48 hours, we're going to have this integrated. So we already have all the documentation. Our teams are working in the background. We want to get this up and running, ASAP. So if it takes forever, it's going to be like only 4 or 5 days, but I think we can do that much quicker and you guys can fully be integrated. Monica is saying, does a website come with Lead Edge Pro, and how many credits is Mark offering again? Monica, great question. We actually do offer a website. So if you guys don't have a website yet for your business, we have a done for you website template as well. That's in the members area already waiting for you. I just didn't have it in the slides. So another bonus right now, you're going to get a done for you WordPress template that you can customize. That's already waiting for you in the members area. Great question, Monica. I actually forgot to mention that. Hey, how's it going, Marsha? Did I miss your question? Let me know. Brian, let me see here. I have, hey, Brian, I think it still makes a lot of sense to you. You can reach out to us personally and let us know your exact situation. Keith, welcome on board. Larry got the login email. Cool. Max said, "Oh, cool, I'm in. Awesome stuff, guys. I see you on the other side. Thanks so much, Mark. Cool webinar. Thank you guys for the feedback."
I see
Jay
somebody
Lane,
mention.
go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I was gonna say I see somebody actually mention another product that is out there that does something similar to this, and that they have that product already. Look, I'm not normally the type of guy that says, buy this just because. But I'll tell you this: I'm not planning on integrating with that other product. Matter of fact, I reached out to the creator, and they stumbled, wasn't actually able to do what we were trying to do. So I'm actually confident, based off of just the training and the extra bonuses alone, that this is worth its weight right there. So buy them both. If you already have that, get this one too, because this one here is doing some extra things too that the other one doesn't give you the option of doing. For example, you can have multiple integrations set up. You can have the user accounts, and you can do the white labeling and all these other things. So this is totally worth every single cent. And if you were buying it for the bonuses alone, it's worth every single cent. Definitely pick this up.
Yeah, for sure. And Jay Lane, let us know if you still have an issue there. I think Jay, you had something on the landing page. We've been testing it right now. It works. A lot of people are already on board. So if you had any issues, let us know. And lots of people right now asking about those other providers. Look, guys, we don't spend too much time. Lots of people do good stuff in this industry. But what makes this different, Lead Edge Pro, is that it's from marketers for marketers. We created this to help you really generate leads for your own business. Like, we understand local businesses, we understand being a consultant, we understand the lead gen world. So Lead Edge Pro is specifically for people who want to do lead generation for their businesses, specifically for people who want a white label. Like, we're the only solution that gives you full-blown white label where you can put your logo, you can customize it, you can even create sub-user accounts. And all our training is based around sales, conversion, and also on actually how do you monetize. Because at the end of the day, guys, we want to make money with this, right? We want to generate leads, but we want to have a return of investment. So that's kind of like what makes us different. Just to clarify really quick. Danny is saying, after the user has submitted the info, where do they land afterwards once folks submit the FB lead capture? Hey, Danny, you can actually fully customize that. So you can leave the traffic inside of Facebook, or you can customize where you want to send the traffic to. So if you want to, they submit the lead and they just stay there, or you can send them to your own landing page, to a cool video, something like that. And there was a great question here, I think, from David, who was asking. Go ahead.
I got a question for you, Mario, because it's been a couple of weeks since I've used the FB lead ads. Did they ever fix the redirect or whatever it is after somebody does the opt-in? Because I remember the one thing that was a little bit frustrating with the FB lead ads was sometimes people didn't see the link, the click to be taken where they were supposed to go. Like if you're offering some kind of a download or anything like that.
Great question. I actually never had that issue, to be honest. So not sure if it was, I'm actually not aware of that. I never had that, or never had a client face it. So I assume, Mark, that they did fix it, because we've been, getting more and more clients for this, and we didn't have any feedback in that regard. So I think it's solid now.
Okay. Yeah, I was just curious because I had personally, had a lot of, I had a download that I was trying to give in a video, and I noticed that, some of the people weren't finding the content, so I didn't know if Facebook had some kind of an issue or what, but that's good. If you're not hearing that, that's definitely good.
Yeah, for sure. And someone here was asking a great question saying, hey, can we add our own autoresponder? So here's how we do it. And I think Danny was asking that. And this is a beautiful thing. what we do is basically we listen to our customers. Okay, so if you have ideas for features, if you have ideas for other integrations and things like that, okay, you just let us know. As you saw, we added Infusionsoft. We're going to add right now. We are already adding Hot Prospector. So you just give us feedback. If you want to see some additional tracking or something like that, we're here for the long run, guys. So you just let us know. If there's enough requests, we can add it. So for example, someone was asking us about SendGrid, SendLane. We're working on that. So just give us feedback and we're going to work with you guys. So, and again, a couple of people joining here late asking about the dashboard. This again was the dashboard right here if you joined late, where we have it simple. Sorry about that. Where we have it simple. Step 1, where it says here FB settings, and then step 2 autoresponder, step 3 white label. If you wish, guys, you don't have to do white label. You don't have to, but I know that most people appreciate it. So you just click on that button right here and you can upload your logo. You can customize the colors. You can customize even the support URL right here, and you can customize the copyright. Someone here was coming late on the webinar. I just wanted to showcase this here really quick. You can add a new user if you wanted to. And you can access here the training as well. This takes you right away to the training center, which is this one right here. Okay, and you can even add your own training center. So if you want to sell your own training, you could add that right here on the training. And then if someone clicks on it, you can do that here. And you can also create sub-users. So just really quick, a crash course walkthrough here, as someone was asking for that specifically. I think we are getting close to wrapping it up. What other questions do you guys have? Did we miss anything? David is saying, do you advise unconditional... David, I have to look into that. That's a long question there. Monica, not as of right now. We made it really a special deal. So it's straight up the lifetime access. Danny, I didn't see the cost go up if you redirect to a landing page after someone opts in. Has to be after though. Let's see here. Will there be a replay? Yes. If go to webinar technologies working with us, then there will absolutely be a replay. Yep. And if you guys hear any background noise, that's actually the guys outside lawning.
Is the landscaper finally there?
The landscaper just showed up. You got to load when that happens timing wise, but I hope it's not too loud. And of course, this is in front of my window right now, but it's all good. CoCap, I think that's how you pronounce your name. We haven't decided on that yet. You'll hear about that very soon, but yes, there will be a replay. Clay, you were welcome. I'm glad that Mark could clarify that. Any other questions, guys? I think we're going to wrap it up here in just a second. In advance, I want to say thank you. I hope this was valuable. I hope that you understand lead ads right now and the power. Anyone on the fence, let us know real quick if you are on the fence. And hey, CoCap, what's your question for Mark? He's still here also with us. I'm just going to close the door here real quick regarding the landscapers. All right. That's done right here. Okay, CoCap, Mark can get back to you about that.
Awesome. Well, guys, I really do appreciate you guys coming out today, but more importantly, Mario, Brian, thanks for putting together such a really cool piece of software, and thanks for integrating it with Hot Prospector, because I know you didn't have to do that, but all of my customers, thank you. This is going to be a very powerful piece of a powerful arsenal for us, definitely with Facebook. One of the reasons why I didn't do a lot more was because there was no way for me to integrate. Now that we got this is I'm gonna be like a kid in a candy store. Generating leads on Facebook is a lot of fun because you can do it very inexpensively and it's great results. So thanks again for coming out here, Mario.
Guys, thanks so much for being engaged and responding to my questions. I really enjoyed this. And thank you guys. I hope you understand lead ads right now. I hope that you take action. If you're one of the first 50, the link is right here on the URL. It's in the chat box. And I'm really looking forward to seeing you inside of the members area and on the live training calls. Bye-bye, everyone. Take care.
See ya. Bye-bye.